Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Check here, and welcome to my weekly series mod library where I spotlight awesome mods that are out that you can play right now. This one is badass. It's for Empire War, Forces of Corruption, so you have to have the expansion pack. They have it over on Steam. It's called the Gold version. It's about 20 bucks. But this is a total conversion that takes Empire War, which is set in the original trilogy's timeline, into the Clone Wars era of the TV series, which I've been watching. That just came out on Netflix, and they came out with season 6, and it's really, really good. So I recommend that. If you haven't seen it, check that out. But this mod is fantastic. Total conversion, so everything is the Clone Wars era. It is just fantastic. Let's load this sucker up, and I will show you what I'm talking about. So they do have, real quick, they have the single player where you can play skirmish and just jump into like space battles or ground battles. They got Galactic Conquest, my personal favorite. In that, they've got a bunch of campaigns you can play. The Triad of Evil, the Core Assault, the Outer Rim Sieges from the show they talk about, the Clone Wars, which is like the entire thing. You've got all the all the main planets in there that that they mention in the story in the series, and they actually have tactical advantages based on the show, which is pretty badass, and based on the lore. All right, so let's go ahead and go to a save that I've got going. Now this save is, I cranked up the tech level all the way up to level 4, so I started with all the things unlocked. I didn't have to do any research, just so I could demo some of the units for you guys and kind of show you what is here. Now, in the normal game, and the way I like to play it, I like to start with tech level 1 and work my way up. There are definitely some advantages and disadvantages to doing it that way. So real quick, Galactic Conquest should look pretty familiar, but as you can see, the UI has changed. Now this is the Separatists versus the Republic. So you've got the droid armies versus the clone armies. The clone armies, of course, are led by the Jedi. Now it looks a lot like Empire War, but it's so different. First thing is, all the planets have new textures and new maps. You have, the Coruscant is still here, of course. I've got Yoda there. I've got Emperor Palpatine, or Chancellor Palpatine in this case. Mace Windu is here. Now this is tech level 4, so I have all the heroes, and I had to build a few of them, because you don't actually just are given heroes. So you have to make probably about half of them. Like I've got Commander Cody here, who I trained over on Kamino, which is down south. Was that Anakin Skywalker? You've got Plo Koon, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is one of my favorite, though. I'm going to zoom in on him real quick, because this is one of my favorite games. Right here is Delta Squad. Now, if you've ever played Republic Commando, Delta Squad is the squad that you play as, with all the main characters, and I'll show them on the ground and how they work. So there's a level of detail and a love for the lore in this mod. All right, let's get a space battle going. Resume game. I'll just take the Republic fleet over here and start some stuff.
Recon unit operational.
Just to show you guys what's going on. But so the way the planets work in this one, they actually have different benefits that are of a galactic scale. So you take the planet over, one may give you 20% cheaper construction of main battle tanks, and that'll be either just on that planet or globally. And each planet has one of these benefits. There's only a couple that I found that don't have any benefits. Let's go ahead and start this up. But some of them are really big benefits that could change the side, how the war is going to be fought. And the original game, you had things like the crate shipyards, which allow you to build the big... I love the little clone briefings. You get Commander Cody popping up in the corner. But yeah, you'll have something like the big shipyards, which... Where are you going? You already see targets? Ah! They've got defensive turrets. Let's take those out with some fighters. Some will have major repercussions in the war, though, when you take planets. So if I lost, say, Kamino, I would no longer be able to build my biggest clone battalions, or the special ones like the 501st or the Corps of Engineers. Some really neat stuff. All right, let's move the fleet. I found being very aggressive with the Republic is key to victory with these guys, because the droids, once they start going, once they get that war machine moving, you're gonna be in trouble. The Venators, and they still have the cinematic camera you can flick on. You got all the clone fighters. which have abilities. And the majority of the units do have abilities. Hunt for enemies. They have the... This one, hunt for enemies? Oh, yeah. So that's just hunt for enemies. But, like, the Venator gets its fire all batteries, and I love this ability. Slow recharge, but it can decimate an enemy capital ship at mid-range. It'll have all the turrets on it start firing at once. Like, look at that ship. One of the great things about the space combat in this game is all the capital ships have subsystems, so you can target, like, engines and shields and take them out. Anakin, what the hell, dude? The Jedi have their Jedi starfighters.
This should be interesting.
Let's see, where are my bombers? Ooh, I didn't bring any bombers into this fight. Only got a handful. And that's not good. Bombers can really turn the tide of a fight because you could hit subsystems while the shields are up, just like in the original game. I do plan on doing a Let's Play this over on my personal channel. Coming soon. Because it's so much fun. Alright, let's get into range. Let's take out these capital ships. How you position your fleet is really important in this game. Ooh, that one's getting chewed up. I don't think I'm going to keep this ship. Let's see if I can pull you back. Shields are down? Yes, they are. So now that the shields are down, I can target the hangar bays. Fire all weapons. See, she's giving it the broadside. All the blasters are firing off. Now, I gotta give the mod author credit on this one. The level of detail from the sound effects. Every planet has, you know, new maps, but even the maps, like the sound effects in the maps, to, if there's a waterfall, you hear the running water, the birds chirping, you'll hear the battledroids sound right, the ships going down sound right. The clones and all their lines are just spot on. Let's watch this thing shoot all their main batteries and just destroy this. All those fighters. Now you will find that the AI in this is just brutal. I mean, they are so aggressive. There we go. I outnumbered them like 5-1, but the AI is incredibly aggressive. I actually lost my original campaign, like, handedly. I had it on normal, and they just would not stop attacking me. And every planet that they could find that wasn't well defended, they just nailed me with half a dozen battleships. And early on for the Republic, you can't build the Venator class, so you're really, really in trouble. And you're gonna find that retreating is the best option because it takes you so long to replace troops, you don't wanna lose them just because, you know, you dived into a fight that you couldn't win. Let's try some ground combat. Oh, I left those tanks back here, damn. All right, whatever, it's all good, it's all good. So all the units from the Clone Wars are there. You get the battle tanks, those big walkers with the turbo cannon on the back. You get the hover tanks, the bikes, the scout troopers. Of course, clone troopers of every variety. Let's call in reinforcements. We'll call in a drop ship. Where's the 501st? Oh, I can't call in the 501st. I wonder why. Probably because I'm too maxed out. Bring in Yoda to lead the charge. And another clone trooper to tie in. So these dudes, I haven't actually used them yet, but I've been really excited to. These are the atmospheric drop ships that the clones have. And you can actually load your clone troopers up in them. Let's split up the groups. I mean, that's, whoops, that is badass. Alright, 2 more units there, and Yoda. He's such a badass. How the cinematic camera in this has always been kind of wonky. Let's move you out of the trees. Doesn't look like Yoda can get inside you. Which, having these transports is going to be a major advantage to the clone troopers. Well, Yoda, you can get in there, right? Oh, Yoda can't get in it. Oh, that's sad. Why not? He's in it in the show. Yeah, there he goes. Come on. Doesn't look like you can do it. Only clone troopers can get in. Now, that's just too bad, because you see him in the show all the time. Doesn't actually make any sense. Try it one more time. No? You're not, like, stuck, are you? Okay, it's landing. All right, doesn't look like he can. So I'm gonna walk Yoda. We've got droids coming in. And of course the droid armies have all theirs. They've got their, you know, what are those? The droidicas. They've got their main battle tanks, battle droids. These things actually have weapons. Get him, Yoda, or not. Nice. All right, let's take another drop point. Looks like they're taking out the civilians that are on my side. Now you'll find that all the planets actually have NPCs on them that can be hostile to you, hostile to your enemy, or one I was fighting a battle on Tatooine. And there's my drop ships now. We were fighting a battle on Tatooine, and the Tusken Raiders showed up and just started wrecking everyone. Me, the droids, my clones, the Jawas would attack us both. They're hostile to everybody. All right, how do I unload troops now? Ah, you just right-click on the ship to do it. Cool. Clone troopers. So how you get more troops, as I got my reinforcement counter here, you have to capture points. Support the ground troops. Once I captured this point, you can see it's slowly starting to capture. See if the camera will spin over it. My civilians. Now I can drop more troops. Let's bring in the 501st. Holy shit.
Reinforcements canceled.
What do you mean canceled? Bring them in.
Reinforcements canceled.
Oh, there's no space. There we go. The entire 501st. Vader's personal troops. When you see Vader's troops, his actual... Whoa. They come in on a giant landing ship. That's badass. When you see him surrounded by stormtroopers, that's normally the 501st. So we're waiting for them to unload. There they are. Coming off the drop ship. I think the music just changed because they hit the ground. Awesome. This is gonna be a fun game. I like how it takes a minute too. Hell yeah. Let's do this. Let's load them up in the drop ships and go kick the shit out of that base. And bring in Commander Cody. So if you're gonna have this many ground troops, you might as well have Commander Cody in the fight. I don't think I'm gonna have enough space. Load it up, 501st. Because there weren't originally space transports, I think there's a little bit of a bug with it. It's a little wonky. There's Cody. Load him up. I want to see more strategy games like this, the space aspect and the ground fighting, just to show the full range of the battles. All right, troopers, you guys are walking in. There's so much in this game. Now, if you are gonna play this, I highly recommend you download the manual that the mod author recommends you download. How awesome is that? 501st is moving up.
Outstanding. All right. Prepare to engage the enemy. Okay, here we go.
Keep moving. They've got those turrets, so that could be a problem. Does 501st get anything interesting for abilities? They got take cover and okay. Move up.
Good enough. We'll follow you anywhere, sir.
Ah, they never actually repaired those turrets. I think they're capturable.
Clones keep the scrap.
Let's find out. 501st, hit the deck.
We're proud to serve you, General.
There we go.
The only good clanker. Wrecked clanker.
Oops. Well, they're empty now.
Sir,
And we took it. Sweet.
our position is secure. Yes, sir.
Turbo laser tower.
Right away,
Take
sir.
out their buildings. Oh shit, they've got AA. Drop the troops.
We do our job well. Sir, yes, sir. This clone doesn't lose.
So what's Commander Cody get? EMP burst? Let's do that.
I don't give up.
Maybe I can EMP that turret.
With droids.
Or maybe not.
It's not an option. This battle isn't over until we've
Oh yeah, we got this battle.
You're not gonna like
Take out the last buildings, then we'll get back into more space stuff, and I can show a few more of the interesting aspects of this mod.
This is why I like to work alone.
I actually prefer this mod well over the original.
Laser tower.
Move out! Good. Understood, sir.
We've lost the abandoned turbo.
Because you can tell there was a lot of love put into this one. A lot of love for the lore
Lost a build pad.
in the series. All right, take out those last units. I think that should be it. They don't own any other buildings.
We've secured a build pad.
Yeah, they've got a couple of ground troops left, and that's about it.
I don't expect anything less.
There's supposed to be a couple hundred hours of music in this. All Star Wars related, all, you know, battle music or whatever you plan on. What do you happen to be doing at that time? There's some slow tunes. All right, are we not?
A build pad.
How are we not one yet?
Right away,
Ah, there we go. Use the air support to take it out. Get him, boys. Cody, leading the charge. Yoda. Oh, you cracked me up. And that entire squad is dead. Roger, roger.
Planetary control achieved.
So if you're looking for a space and ground-based Star Wars, you want to actually fight the entire campaign from the series, maybe against a friend, because you can play Conquest against a friend, then this is it right here. I mean, this is the mod to download and play. I've got so many hours put into this, and there's going to be so many more. Like I said, gonna do a Let's Play on this because it's so much fun. Last couple things that I wanted to mention about the mod that's really neat is that, like I said, each planet has different bonuses. There are some planets, let me find one, that, here we go, Yavin 4, you can train Jedi. You can, different Jedi from the series, they have their strengths and weaknesses. As the CIS, you can train these dark Force users. They're not Sith, because there's only 2 Sith. There's another one for you, and it's fairly cheap too, actually. Who is she? Malaya Sakura, Jedi Knight. So losing these planets is a big deal. Separatists have something similar, and they all have their heroes too. So, you know, Count Dooku, and you've got you know, the droid leader, General Grievous, the assassin, Jango Fett. You've got the bounty hunter, what is it, Bane? All kinds of cool stuff. So if you're looking for an awesome space ground Clone Wars game, this is the one. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel for more modding and gaming goodness, and as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Later, later.